Puts up a tough shot. Bounces around. Goes in at the buzzer. Working it down to 2-1. A deep three. Oh!
It's population.
That's how you win a game.
It's population. We hustle every day to find picks. You can tell us if you want to get rich. It's population. We robbing Underdog and PrizePicks. We the best in this biz. You ain't telling us shit. It's population. We love making money quick, fast. Cooking up a team card. The whole crew about to smash. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash. The dopest team you ever seen. Winning money, stacking G's. Bookies setting traps, but they'll never catch me. Some people get addicted like rats to the cheese, but I got one obligation to bring Johnny to his knees. Holding back the props till the morning he knows. They'll be fishing in the shack, plotting nukes with the pros. Only with craw, never reload. Underrated to my amigos. We go with the honest, we seeking the bloods. We know when that fucking cheat code. Party that I'm sweating, they can't be good for my health. Some may call it making bets, I call it investing in myself. I'm picking props like stocks, population for the win. Got my sips in by the buzzer now, let the games begin.
Unbelievable. Just has it. He did it.
It's population. It's population. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing over there? Nice Friday, huh?
Yeah, man, how you doing? Happy Friday, bro.
Yeah, I'm doing good, Can't complain. Whooped some ass yesterday. Yet again.
I thought the night before that was good, and then last night happened.
Yeah.
Amazing night, man. Absolutely amazing. It got sweaty. It got real sweaty, dude. With Vassell, just he could not shoot it. He could not buy a bucket in the first half, and then he got there in the second half. Underrated, kept us afloat with hope.
Kept us afloat with hope. That's what I'm here to do. She said, "Come on, Devin, you could do it, buddy." He said, "Swish, swish."
You called it. He said he was gonna get in the flurry. He got there, man.
Him and Isaac.
That was what?
Him and Big Isaac last night too. Big Isaac Humph.
Oh my gosh, man. So many, late covers. Yeah, phenomenal day, man. Pretty much hitting everything. Got on the McCollum assist under late. I mean, he just wasn't playmaking, but he had some broken play assists, and it kind of sucks because I said yesterday during the stream, I was like, man, just stay away from this game because we don't know how the Pelicans unit, since they're all together for the first time, we don't know how they're going to function. And I danced with the devil, and the devil got me. So that was the only main miss, man. But everything else we talked about on stream and later in the Discord came through for us. So great day. Hit so many 4 picks on PrizePicks, Underdog, hit Fliff parlays, our main Fliff parlay of the day, hit the 14.5 special, Vooch, Sohan, and Vassell. Here's a 6 pick we hit on PrizePicks. So solid day, man.
And
today
the Fliff same game parlays with the new method of the 2 or 3 see how it's going to go thing is 3-0 with the experiment so far. So
yes, sir.
It's amazing.
I like it, man. I like that strategy. Keep it going. I kind of have this, not really a rule, but just a method and mindset of like, after you have a huge night, to not go crazy the next day, because I don't know, maybe it's just a gambler mindset, but like, I just feel like variance tends to not go your way the next day, and you get overconfident and go above your usual unit. So I don't know. And with the landscape of this slate, it's just screaming.
I think that's smart, especially if you have that feeling ahead of time, because everyone, I think, when you start winning and you have a great day or two in a row, you always just want to say, oh, whatever, fuck it, let's just do this and that. But yeah, you don't do that. Pretend like you didn't win. Every day's a new day to start fresh and never give them the money back. Fuck them.
Exactly, bro. So fuck them. Let's not have the bookies get us. What's up, J. Cole? Just made it back from Australia. Oh yeah, Australia. What a night. What a night. We had our main play of the day last night at the last 20 seconds. But yeah, man, we were crushing it.
Did Shaw wake up? Did Shaw wake up and say, "Ah"?
He thought he was still dreaming. He couldn't believe it. So
dope.
Yeah, man, we've been killing it worldwide basketball. EuroLeague, we swept yesterday. I think it was like 6 or 7 picks we swept. And then the Aussie play of the days hit back-to-back nights. And then, yeah, 2 really good back-to-back NBA slates. So it's screaming, man, to just sit, be full, content, and just have a good Friday. Because, yeah, the well is not going to keep running. Luck's going to run out.
Yeah.
And when I mean by luck,
well,
being on your side.
And it's just like, I mean, how good can you do? What more can you do?
Yeah, it's kind of like my thinking on players that come off of career games the next day or next game.
Yeah,
it's usually a letdown because you just so exhausted mentally. Yeah. And that, yeah, it's just like you kind of have that attitude, like, what else can I do? So it's just, yeah, that's just me personally. I'm not trying to talk anyone off of playing the slate because obviously it's fun to sweat NBA on a Friday, and it's 6 games. We like. I really enjoyed this week too because we got what we've been asking for. These 6 to 8 game is like the sweet spot for slates, in my opinion. So the only thing is like we got a lot of teams on back-to-backs and just ugly matchups. For the most part, but let's give it a stab. Let's get into it. Kevin T, Kessler points, White RA, Giannis props. J. Cole, I don't believe in luck. It's all science. Oh yeah. I don't know. When I say luck, I mean it in the statistical meaning of variance just falling your way, right? Because there's just gonna be natural variance, and it's a matter if it goes your way, if the player goes above average performance or goes below. So that's all I mean by luck. But yeah, no such thing. I'm with you, J. Cole. Kevin T, we'll look at that for sure. Thanks for pointing that out. Let's start with this ugly game first, huh? Island game starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Magic at Sixers. We just saw this matchup 2 days ago, so we got a baseball format here, doubleheader. Only thing different here is Paul George is back. He rested. He's coming off a nice rest break, so he should be fresh, good to go. And that makes me want to go right back to Oubre. He had a fake game last game. This is just my personal revenge tour. Don't have to follow it. I wouldn't, but I just think with Paul George being rested, full go. Maxey took a back seat last game. I think if Maxey and Paul George do their thing, I don't think Oubre is going to have 5 assists again, which is crazy because he averages 1 assist per game. He had 5 assists and hit 4 threes. That's not going to happen again, especially with Paul George and Maxey back. So how low are his lines now with Paul George confirmed in? Last night I took it at 20.5 under PRA. It looks like his points went down. His PRA went down to 17.5. I'm still taking it again. I already have slips pending on it. I posted in our Discord, like him paired with our Aussie play today. So, but yeah, I think you can ult him up on Underdog up to I forgot what the number was. I think it was 20.5. It was like 0.8x. It was either 19.5 or 20.5. But yeah, I mean, it's just that was just such a weird game, and he only had 8 potentials too, so he just had the golden hand. The guys that you're passing to just converted at a high rate. So 5 assists on 8 potentials.
So we're on this. We're on this Oubre. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I am. It's low. So if you can, like on sites like Hot Streak or Underdog, where you can ult it up and then take the under, I like a little bit better. Like I said, Underdog last night. I don't know what it is now. It was 0.8x payout for 19.5 PRA, I believe.
Yeah, that's what Hot Streak has too. Pretty much the same now. Still.
Okay.
So, yep. and they're dropping some
And-
tackles, so I'm gonna put it right with it. Just wanted to make sure you were still on it.
Yeah, I'm still on it because he also, the game stayed close to the very end, and there was no Paul George, no Drummond, no Embiid, and so he played 35 minutes. But with Paul George back, I think he goes back to playing anywhere from 29 to 31 minutes. So you can shave off probably 6 minutes of playing time for him as well. And like I said, he went 4-7 from 3. That's not, yeah. I expect like these games 0-5, 0-4, 2-5, or 1-3. That's what I expect today. And definitely not 5 assists. Like, what the hell? He averages 1.4 assists in the season. It was the highest assist game for him this season. Yeah, last year we used to take his under 1.5 when they would give it to us when he was on Charlotte. Or no, was it last year or 2 years ago? Whenever he was on Charlotte, we would take his under 1.5. Okay, but that's all I got for this game, man. I'm not touching anything, especially with Paul George back. And Maxey just like he took the day off last game. He could very well pick it up today. It's Maxey. So, and I don't want anything Magic related, but let me know if you guys like anything from this. But that's about it. All right, next game. I'm gonna write that down here.
J. Cole says under 17.5, correct? But you're alting it up to 19.5, right? As your official
on Underdog or Hot Streak.
Right.
But if you're not playing on Underdog or Hot Streak, you can consider the 17.5. I mean, let's look at games with Paul George in the season. It's gonna be limited sample size. He's with Paul George playing this season. But I think Embiid played some of these games. He's only cleared 2 of the 10 games. He didn't even clear it against his old team Charlotte twice. Yeah. And then again, he played the Magic earlier, only had 9. But Embiid played in that. Let's take him. I bet this is like really minimal games. Let's take Embiid out. Oh no, okay. So 2 of 6 with Embiid out and Paul George in. He's cleared that 17.5. If we take it up to 19.5, it's still the same. So, yeah, I'm with it. I'm with the J. Cole still. If you don't want to alt it up. And yeah. I think the Sixers win this. Are the Magic still favored after that news? I think the Sixers at least, I mean, for sure, I think they cover the spread. You could even do like a Sixers plus alt line, like plus 4.5 or something like that. 4 to 6, depending on what the payout is. I mean, having Paul George back is huge, right? And the game stayed close without Paul George to the very end. So, but very mid tier because I don't like any of these. Both these teams are so bunk in my opinion. Okay. Next, we have two games starting at 7:30. 30 minutes later, Lakers at Hawks. What? I have not checked the news. What do we got here, guys? Is LeBron out or in? Questionable. AD probable. So LeBron still remains questionable. So no idea. And I assume we don't have Lakers props as a result? Oh, we do. Which is kind of weird. Does that mean the bookies think he's playing? I have no idea. I haven't read on any reports or news on him, so I can't really say then for the Lakers here. And then Atlanta side, I mean, Clint's been getting it done, man. How has he done against AD? 10 points. getting rebounds. I would just say the fantasy if you want to consider Clit here. I think he's going to play a little bit, maybe even a little bit more minutes here because of AD. So he might pick up a couple extra minutes here. So if it's fantasy, if it's around 26.5 or 27.5, I think you consider it. Oh my gosh, 29. Wasn't it 27.5 this morning? That's a large bump. That sucks. 27.5 felt nice. Let's see. If I've projected for a little bit more minutes, I'm at 27. 32. There's a little bit of buffer there. But I think, besides this fantasy upside because of AD, I think Jalen has the best scoring upside here. Because Jalen Johnson scores so much in transition. And that's where the Lakers get burned, is in transition. It's like I watched that game against the Bucks, and he was getting all his points on transition. So yeah, you can definitely consider his scoring here. It looks like the books are split on his points at 19.5 and some 18.5 and others. So maybe alt it. Be on the safe side. Did well against them last season. Covered at both 19-25. Trae Young didn't play in both games though. So. And speaking of Trae, man, what's up with him? It must be the Achilles tendonitis that he's dealing with. He's just like he's not getting to the free throw line at a high clip like he normally does. He's not aggressive attacking the basket in that sense. So I think it's caused him to increase his playmaking too. He had a down game here, but what's crazy is that he still had 21 potentials. His teammates are just ass and didn't make their shots. Right, 7 converted on 21 potentials. Back-to-back games with 20 plus potentials. So his assists are always live, man. Always live. But we need that LeBron news because, man, if LeBron is out, Hawks are already 4.5 point favorites. And what do we think, guys? I mean, the Hawks could handle him. So, which is crazy to say, being the Hawks, but they're playing well. I would say the defense has actually improved, especially having Dyson now. Obviously, it's going to take a hit having Trae Young out there, but having DeAndre Hunter back, adding Dyson Daniels, Zachary as a rookie is not a bad defender. Yeah, and Clinton Jalen can hold it down in the front court. So I would say they're not the same Hawks that started the season and last year, what they were defensively. But teams are still going to shoot a lot of threes on them. So D'Lo's probably going to take a lot of threes here, especially if LeBron's out and AR-15 being out. And then obviously Dalton will take threes as well. So one of my rules last season was whenever LeBron was out, load up on D'Lo's RA. It was like the most consistent rule last year we had. And it always came through. And that was with AR-15 still playing. And he's still out, right? So, with LeBron out.
Kev says Hallie under first half again. When you get to that.
Look at this RA, dude. It's insane. I mean, he's like 11. Yeah, let me zoom in here. I mean, you're talking 18, 19, 15, 14, 26, 22, 15. 11, 12, 13, 16, all last season games LeBron was out. D'Lo always crushes RA. What's his RA right now? Eight and a half. I like it. If LeBron's out, but I'm sure it's gonna bump right if the news comes out that he's out. So you're kind of just rolling the dice and hope that LeBron's out. I would try to get a sense on what the news reports say on LeBron, and see if you can try to predict if he's going to be out. Because especially no AR-15 either. And Dalton's not an RA guy. He's your traditional combo shooting guard. So the RA it's gonna be all D'Lo for the backcourt, and then obviously AD and Rui in the front court. Yeah, he's gonna wreck that RA. Please sit, LeBron. Please sit. Okay. That's all I got, man, for that. I'm not messing with AD right now. He looks like when he gets in these like motivational slumps, man, it takes him a bit to get out, and I wait till he gets back out. We see it every year, right?
And Redick playing him like a million minutes a game, like he's on the Knicks or something.
I know. Yeah, we'll get to that, Kevin. Hallie unders, always. Bucks at Celtics. 7.5 point spread. This is a ESPN game. Always this classic matchup between these two teams. They play each other so much. Celtics 7.5 point favorites. 229.5 total. Now, as of last night, all these guys are questionable, but I think all the news came out. I think Porzingis is out, right? Horford, I don't know. I didn't check on him, but Tatum's in. And Drew is back, correct? Is Horford playing? Okay, Horford's playing. So that means we're gonna get Horford. We're gonna get Horford back at center. Tatum back at the 4. We're gonna get the old school lineup. We'll have Drew at point. I am good on the Celtics. When all these guys are back together, when the band's back together, pass. Now you asked about Derek White's RA. I can't with Tatum and Drew back. I think it's a pass, to be honest, for me at least.
Pass.
Let me just confirm. Eight and a half. Let's see. It's like a coin flip, bro. It's 50% hit rate on the 9.5, 57 for 8.5. Look at his potentials. It's pretty gross with all those guys in, man. It's like averaging around 6 to 7 potential assists. And look at the rebounds all over the place. I think a lot of these spike rebound games is when he gets offensive rebounds, which he can get, but a lot of that's fluky. So trust your gut on that, Kevin. But with all those guys back, I'm gonna stay away because Tatum eats up so much RA and playmaking, and Drew will too at times. So. Okay, so yeah, I'm good on Celtics, man. Bucks, Giannis birthday game, but also Middleton return game. Middleton, I think he'll probably play 18 minutes, based on how they treated him last season when he came off the injury. We can quickly look at that. If you guys are interested. So last season, because he had that injury in the playoffs, right? So then the start of the season, he was just coming back from the injury, and they had him on a heavy minutes limit first games back. So we can kind of use that as a benchmark of how they're going to treat him today and going forward over the next week or so. So first couple games, he played 16, 17 minutes on this heavy minute restriction. And then, yeah, there's like all the way up to like first 10 games, he was on that minutes limit, which was like 20 minutes max. Efficient though, in those 20 minutes, getting like minimum 4 assists. Even the first 2 games, he had 4 and 5 assists in just 16 and 17 minutes. Yeah, so he's going to cut into playmaking for sure for Giannis. But other than that, I mean, he won't affect the shot volume that much. If anything, it'll help Giannis offensively. It'll open things up for Giannis more so when he is on the court with him. So, yeah, if you want to ride the birthday narrative, go for it. It's a little bit easier matchup for Giannis without Porzingis. If Porzingis is in, I think it would have been a full stay away, man. Because like I always say, Porzingis changes the defense so much for the Celtics, especially on the front court, with his shot blocking ability and length. So, yeah, a little bit easier matchup against a slow Al Horford now. Al can't keep up with Giannis. So Tatum's going to have to help out a lot defensively. Yeah, if we look at the history, last season, not the best games here, but I assume Porzingis played in these games versus Giannis. But we can just that's one thing. Props Madness. One thing they need to add is the opponent that was in or out, because they only have the function for the players' teammates, whether they were in or out. That would be really helpful if you could add that as well. We can ask them. We'll see what they say. How does Giannis do on his birthdays? Does he get up? I mean, he turns 30 today. Does he drop 30 on his 30th birthday? He did not play on his birthday last season.
He was waiting. He's been waiting for this day. That is crazy. He's 30. He's been in the league like 100 years.
Doesn't it feel like it?
Hell yeah.
Dude, he has not played on his birthday. Not the last 2 seasons, at least. He played against Cleveland on his birthday 3 years ago. Played like shit, 21 points, 2 assists. I don't see Giannis really caring about birthdays, to be honest, man. He just seems like a chill dude, doesn't care about that kind of stuff. So, yep.
But 30 though?
I don't know.
He might care about that one.
I think he cares more about beating the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. I'm going to stick to my rules on this, guys. I'm staying away from this game. When the Celtics are fully healthy, I stay away from those games, and I'm not gonna change that. So,
Wheelchair says Tatum's RA.
Wheelchair. Let's see how he did. I just remember watching this matchup so much, especially in the playoffs over the last couple years, and it just varied so much. Oh shit, let me take this off. Yeah. I mean, Tatum's is always live for sure. It's all over the place, man. He's either scoring or getting the RA, so I feel like he's gonna do more of the scoring with Porzingis not playing, but I don't know. I just feel like I've just seen this matchup so many times through the years because they play each other in the playoffs, play in tournaments in regular season. Yeah, sorry, I'm not much help on this one. I'm gonna fade faux show. You gonna play it underrated?
Pass.
But yeah, Giannis' birthday, go for it, man. You can eat some birthday cake with him when he covers whatever line you choose.
I'm on Oubre under and Micah McFadden over. I put it in the Discord. It's the winning combo.
I'm with it. What's his free throw prop at? I wanted to consider. I took the under in the last time he played the Celtics, and he dropped 43 points, and he still stayed under the free throws. 6.5. That's what I took last time too. Celtics don't foul relative to other teams. They're bottom 3 in free throw attempts allowed and shooting fouls. I'll have to look and see who the officials are. I did get lucky though. He took 10 free throws, went 6 of 10. But that's another added benefit of Giannis. He's not a good free throw shooter. I mean, he's got a ton of free throws lately because he played the highest fouling teams like Wizards, Pistons. 26 free throws against the Hawks is just stupid though. They're like average. That's just crazy. Probably it's the officials playing a part in that too. Officials really matter for the officiating crew. Okay. Where we at? Not here. Pacers at Bulls. What's the total at now? Is it up to 248? Stupid. 248, highest of the season so far. Whew. I mean, it makes sense because you have two of the fastest teams going head to head and two of the worst defenses going head to head. I mean, absolute dog water. The worst defenses in the NBA right here, the Pacers and Bulls. Like, it's not even close, bro. It's like the Wizards are, yeah, they're up there with them, but no, Pacers and Bulls. Oh my gosh. And Vegas knows it, right? So they're like, this is gonna be a shootout. However, the Pacers' offense is also dog water, like absolute trash. They have been just. I don't know if you guys, underrated. Have you watched any Pacers games lately? It's disgusting. Don't do it.
No, I've heard you guys talk about it, and right when I saw their name, I just flipped by their channel.
Look at this, dude. I mean, no one on the team cracked 20 points against the Nets, who are bottom 10 in defensive rating.
Not even spinning Siakam? What's wrong with him?
No one, dude. And then Rick Carlisle he's pissed, and he's throwing everything at the wall. He's benching guys when they're playing bad. So if you take an over on any of these guys and they get benched and lose out on minutes, you're screwed.
He told TJ McConnell never shoot a 3-pointer again too, unless it's the end of the quarter.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of him, I mean, he's interesting, man, because he picks up minutes when all these other guys are playing like shit. He picks up more minutes, but we just don't know. It's just like what Rick Carlisle does. I mean, this team is disgusting. I've been staying away from them. Only one I would ever consider overs for is Matherin, but he's not safe. He gets benched when he's playing like shit.
You going Hallie under first half, or are you staying away today?
Oh, no. So I have a rule, guys. I have a rule. Very simple.
Bulls.
I do not take unders versus the Bulls, the Pacers, and the Wizards. Ever.
One,
I don't
two,
care who it is.
Okay. There you go, Kev. There's your answer.
I don't care if it's Halabozo. I'm not taking an under. When I say these defenses are bad, like historically bad.
That's why we whooped ass with that same game parlay yesterday.
Yeah, look at the Spurs. Everybody on that team went off, dude. Even old man Chris Paul. I mean, even the rookie Stephon Castle. Keldon Johnson even had himself a game. Went crazy. What, 28 points?
How awesome was it? How dope was it with Chris Paul covering the assists and the points?
Yeah, and how dope was it? He got exactly 8, and that's why we ult, bro. That's why I said I didn't like the 9.5.
Yeah.
That's why you got to ult sometimes. Yeah, no, that was awesome. I mean, on paper, and if we were back 2 years ago, or even early last year, Halliburton would be the obvious choice here in this matchup, right? Because the Bulls get destroyed by pick and roll and playmaking and transition and guys scoring near the rim. So that's why point guards get so many assists versus them. The most assists in the league allowed to point guards, the Bulls defense. But I can't trust Halabozo. I can't.
Halabozo.
I can't.
Who came up with that one? Who came up with that? That's a good one.
I think it was big too, but I can't do it, man. I can't. I'm not gonna take the under, and I can't do the over. But if you're brave enough, this is a perfect matchup for him. I will say he does look healthier and better.
Yeah, he balled last game.
He's balled the last few games.
He said, "Fuck y'all unders."
So, I mean, it's a perfect match. I mean, it's a perfect matchup for all these guys. But they've just been so bad, man. They've been awful. So, I don't know, man.
I know.
Pass.
I want to take it because I love attacking the Bulls, but I'm not going to force something. Sometimes in a total, it's so enticing. It's like a forbidden fruit just sitting there waiting for us. 3.5 point spread too. 248 total.
That's crazy.
Like.
But you have UFC to talk about, so fuck all that.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, don't let my biased mindset influence.
No. We ride with however you are. Nope.
But I'm saying that if people are attacking this and want some input, I mean, for me, I liked Mather at 18.5 points last night. He got bumped. Kind of sucks. I would maybe alt it. You could maybe do some alt line single game parlay here.
Mm-hmm.
We need the Kobe White confirmation if he remains out. And then Giddey, I wonder if he could be a late scratch because he was on the injury report yesterday and now being on a back-to-back. That's another thing. So going to the Bulls side, great spot for them as well. But they're on a back-to-back. They had to travel from San Antonio all the way up to or sorry, I'm thinking of the Spurs. Or not the Spurs, but the no, they played. Yeah, they played San Antonio. We traveled from San Antonio up to Chicago. Yep. So, somewhat of a decent flight there. Coming off a back-to-back. So I'm staying away from Vooch. Big bigs on a back-to-back. Traveling. Those knees, man. Especially a guy at his age. Perfect. Great matchup for him, but I'm good. And his lines are high, right? He had a great game. He came through for us. He did us right, man. He dropped 39 points. That's why we loved him yesterday. But thank you, Vooch, for your service. Won't be needing you today. Can definitely consider Levine. But this guy, I don't know if you guys watch Bulls games. It seems like he don't give a fuck, man. Like he'll just go and stand over the corner and just chill, and he'll just pass it off, pass up open shots. I watched him pass up multiple open shots against the Spurs. That's why he had, how many assists did he have? 9 assists, bro. 12 potentials. That's so high for him. For a guy who's supposed to be a spot-up shooter. And he's been having these spike games, and I think it's just like he just doesn't care. So which Levine are you gonna get? I want to say You get the normal scoring Levine here. So, if anything, I would take a stab at his altered points here for the bull side, and then Io, if Kobe White remains out, he destroyed the RA and PRA, right? It played big minutes. He had 10 rebounds, 11 assists. He had a triple double, and this is a good spot for him as well. He likes to score in transition. So yeah, I would say his RA or PRA, but it's pretty high now, so we'll probably alt that down too. And a single game parlay, and then I'm probably just gonna alt Mather and not trusting any of these other guys. McConnell's interesting. Let's see what his lines are when we get him. If he's still at like 10.5, 11.5 points, I would consider it in this matchup. So let's try it real quick, and then move on. Spending a little more time on this game because it's just so tempting with that total, man. Alt Mathering down to 14.5, and then Levine. That's 17.5. And then Io. They're not giving good alt lines for him, man. It sucks. Maybe alt his assist down. They're like almost forcing you to play his really juiced high lines. Yeah, maybe the 2.5 then. What does that get us? Minus 105. It's not bad. I mean, but Levine at 17.5 is not a slam dunk though. If he's just gonna chill and pass, I'm thinking Vooch. I mean, having that spike game and being at his age on a back-to-back, I think Levine could definitely pick it up slack here. But it's just a matter of does he want to. But yeah, NBA product historically unwatchable. J. Cole. Yeah, I like the season though. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot so far. Okay. Next game, guys. Kings at Spurs. Another two teams on back-to-backs. I hate playing overs on back-to-backs. And what, Wemby was ruled out already? Is that correct?
I think doubtful.
Doubtful, okay. Is the sellout? Yeah, I knew Vassell was going to be out, being on the back-to-back, and how they're managing him too. So, okay. So, take the Kings to cover the spread for sure. What's the spread now after all this news? It was like 3.5 last night. Damn, it went up to 6.5. I should have known. I should have got on that last night. I knew Vassell was going to sit, and then Wemby. He was a true 50-50. I didn't know because he just said lower back soreness. That can mean anything here. Yeah, that 3.5 was gold. I think we still take the 6.5 here, guys. We got old man Chris Paul on the back-to-back. You got no Vassell. You got no Wemby. Yeah, Sohan helps, but Sohan. This is his first back-to-back on the season, right? And he's still on a minutes limit. as is, right? So I can't imagine them pushing him much on a back-to-back. He played 36 minutes last night. Wow. So he went from playing first game back 22 minutes all the way up to 36 last night, and now he's on his first back-to-back. No, okay, he played a back-to-back earlier this season, but first back-to-back since his injury. They could limit. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's worth risking him on a back-to-back, third game back from injury. Yeah, I don't know how the Spurs keep it close with the Kings being fully healthy. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna alt it with DeRozan points. I really like DeRozan in this matchup, not just because of the revenge narrative. I mean, the revenge narrative doesn't really have its lust anymore, right? Because Pop's not there, and DeRozan would want to. He admires Pop like a lot of people, all the players do, but he would be more motivated to show up for him. So it's more about the matchup, right? So the Spurs.
J. Cole says from a betting perspective, he's loving the season like you.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, if you guys could hit the like for us as well, it'll help some more people get up in here as well. We would appreciate that very much.
For sure. Appreciate that, guys. So this is the reason I like him. Look at this shot chart. Spurs are dead last in the mid-range game. And what is DeRozan? The mid-range assassin, bro. 50% of his points come from that little sweet area here. And there's no Wemby to cover this area with his length. Dead last. Even with Wemby playing, now you take Wemby out. DeRozan's just going to live off of this mid-range, especially on the pick and roll, on that mid-range where he comes on the pick and roll here and hits this little elbow. That's like his little go-to. He's going to have that all day long. All day long. Dropped 28. 5 days ago on him? The only problem, and the reason I'm alting it, is blowout concern. So let's alt it. Let's pair it with the alted spread line too. And let's see if we can get some plus money here. Oh, everything's locked on Fliff. All the spread. Great. Okay, well we can't test it, but 17 and a half. Let's look at this season. If he plays all right, how many minutes in a blowout would we project him for in a blowout? Let's see. God, he's still playing hefty minutes even in blowouts, man. The Kings aren't really blowing anyone out. Okay, they won by 17 against Utah. I remember they pulled the starters pretty quick there. He's still playing minimum 33 minutes. So let's put him at 32, be conservative. $32 max. No, let's do 34 max. Okay. 17 minutes. I think that was the game he got injured. So he's getting at least 16, small sample size. I think we want the 14 and a half. But we would need that 6.5 point spread to get the really get the value here. It sucks. It's locked. Maybe in other books we can find out what it is, but the odds on it. Okay, I'm just gonna write that down and go back and check for that. But yeah, I like DeRozan's scoring upside here. And then what did I say about Rick Smith yesterday? Underrated.
You said you love him.
Oh, I said, why is he the most popular play on PrizePicks for his scoring? Like, why would anyone want to play Sabonis for his scoring?
Oh, just because when you look at his 5 last games, he's been balling. There's no other reason.
It's Sabonis, dude. Yeah, he about as goofy as they come, and his scoring can never be trusted.
Well, people looked at those 5 green bars and said, look, there's exactly 5 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's over 20 points. I better bet it.
Yeah. Well, I will say it's a great matchup for him today. But his lines are juiced because of that. No Wemby, so it's gonna get Zach Collins. Should torch him like Vooch did. So I mean, if you're worried about blowout, take his first half. Fantasy or PRA. What is it? 20 and a half? What is it at? 20 flat? Yeah, that's probably what I would do. And then but on Fliff and in the books, I'm gonna take DeRozan's alted with the Kings to cover the spread. I think Monk's been playing really big minutes and keeps playmaking. You can consider him for that too, but obviously he's gonna be competing with Fox. But yeah, I think
you're gonna hate me, but I only have 23 minutes left.
No, we always go to 2.
That's 33, but
all right, we'll wrap it up here. So Sabonis, DeRozan, and then Jazz Blazers. This one's gonna be good, man. And then I'm fading the T-Wolves Warriors game. FYI. So this is the last one for me. Jazz Blazers. This should be a good one. I like Sharp a lot in this matchup. I know he hasn't been getting there, but they've had some really tough matchups, man. They've played some of the better defenses in the league. Sharp was 16.5 points last night, and they got bumped to 17.5. But yeah, they played the Clippers twice. Sharp didn't play in that one. Let's see. Yeah, they played the Clippers twice, the Rockets twice, the T-Wolves 3 times over the span. The Mavs a solid defense. OKC, like these are all like top 10 defenses here. So that's why they've really been struggling offensively. But prior to that, when they were playing easier defenses, obviously the team, they were putting up more points here. So even again, these tougher matchups, Sharp is still getting close to his line. And now he gets probably the best matchup he can ask for against Jazz, against combo guards like him. So I like him here. I mean, obviously it's a good spot for Simons too, but he's just been so inconsistent. So I don't trust him here as much as I trust Sharp. And I mean, Chauncey Billups has been vocal about how he wants Sharp to dominate the shot volume. They want him to take over. So and then Ayton, obviously centers versus Jazz have feasted all season. Kessler, though, big size could give him problems, but I think the fantasy will be there for Ayton too. So if you want to consider the fantasy, depending on what the line is, let's see, 34.5. That's his normal line. That's not bad. But yeah, let's say that. Or if you wanted, just take his scoring upside here. But yeah, I think for me it's 1A Sharp and 1B Ayton here in this matchup. And then Utah side, our boy the other Gates wants Kessler. I think Kevin T mentioned his points as well. I mean, you can't go wrong with his fantasy because he always has massive block upside and how active Ayton's going to be too. But yeah, I mean, the Blazers without Donovan and Robert Williams, whenever Ayton's off the court, it's going to be favorable. But I'm sure the minutes are going to match, overlap. But centers have not really been doing that well against the Blazers this season. In terms of fantasy, they're like bottom 10 fantasy allowed. So I just want to check one thing, and then we can move on to UFC and be done. He had 51 fantasy against them last December, but that's when Portland was like gold mine for taking fantasy centers versus Blazers. So he's not played this season. Okay, I think you consider him, man. I think I mean, on paper, it's like Markkanen has the best matchup here, but he's just not been the same this season. I don't know what's going on with him, man. I know he was dealing with injury early in the season, but yeah, he's up and down for sure, way more than usual. But he has the upside in this matchup. So yeah, the 20.5 makes sense if you just want to alt it. I think alting his points would make sense, and pairing it with the single game parlay with Sharp and Ayton or something like that. But yeah, I like his scoring upside in this matchup. Okay, guys, UFC, should we do it? Anything else in NBA? Did I go everything?
UFC, baby.
The T-Wolves Warriors. There's still a lot of pending news for the Warriors side, so that's why I'm not even talking about it, fading it for now. And this game should be a defensive battle, and it's on ESPN. It's late night hammer, so yeah, it's just a lot of moving parts. Depends on Wiggins' status and Draymond. I think if both of them sit, which they very well could, it's gonna be really tough sledding for the Warriors without them. They probably take if they're both out, you can probably take Steph unders and T-Wolves to cover the spread. Yeah. Okay. So watch out for that news. Let's get to UFC. All right, man. Last pay-per-view of the year. Let's get it. All right. So I need to see weigh-ins to make official picks, but I'm gonna say what I like weigh-ins.
You need to make. You need to see weigh-ins before any of them, or certain ones.
I just in general, just to confirm. Like, it sounds like Nathan told me that one of my favorites.
Battle.
Yeah, one of my favorites on the slate is missed weight, which is fine. Like, it's
Right.
kind of it's a fucked up thing to do, principle wise, but like, it's even better for us if he's coming in at a heavier weight. But Nathan, I got to see the photos. I haven't looked yet. I haven't had time, but he said that he looked a little bit out of shape. Didn't look good. Looked rough. And maybe that's why his odds have dramatically changed. He was a minus 250. Now he's down to minus 185. So it looks like the public, after seeing maybe these weigh-in photos, they're changing their mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I really he's just looked so good as of late. He's come through for me every time. I really liked him in this matchup too, but we'll just see on him, man. He was going to be a core piece. I need to confirm on. I just want to read up more in the news and get a gauge of that. But other one, we got to go with the V, right? V for the D here.
The V's
Rock
at the
Eater.
end? Oh, yeah.
Yes. We got to go with the Rock Eater. And two things for me. You got one, I can't stand Machado Gary.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
I think most people are in agreement on that. Most people don't like him. And two, I think, we have to ride the Rock Eater in this matchup.
I mean, he's definitely hateable.
Yeah. And Shavkat, I mean, he's all 10 of his UFC fights have been finishes. He's never gone to decision. Now, will he knock out or submit Gary? I think he could submit him for sure. That Gary MVP fight,
Mm-hmm.
remember MVP had him in some really bad positions
Yes.
grappling.
Yes, and
And
MVP doesn't
MVP's
even know
not a grappler
at all.
He's not.
Yeah.
And he almost got him, bro. So
Yeah.
like, and Shavkat is so good,
Yep.
so good at grappling, dude. Like the way he submits and gets sneaks in his arms and sinks in for the rear naked choke, or however he guillotine he even does a lot. So
Yeah. No, I'm with you,
I like
bro. That one and what's the dude fighting Anthony Smith? Forget his name now. Reyes.
oh, Reyes.
Him and Reyes, I feel, with those odds, I think they're like minus 300 each, but you put those two together, I feel pretty confident in those two.
Well, let's do it real quick. We're
I don't even hate Pantoja, to tell you the truth. Oh, did they take Reyes off?
I just don't main event fights, man. I try to stay away from them.
Yeah.
if I can.
The dude he's
with
fighting
you.
is poo-poo, though.
Well, he's just unproven in the UFC, at least.
Pantoja gonna get him, bro. He gonna get him.
He probably will. Yeah, Reyes is trying to make a comeback here, man.
Mhm.
And UFC, I'm with you, Anthony Smith.
Anthony
is so
Smith,
bummed.
bro. You have 20 losses, Anthony Smith. 20.
Yeah, why does he just stick to commentating? Why doesn't he just stay on the desk and commentate? Like,
I
why
don't
is
know. He loves it, I guess, because he gets his ass whipped most of the time. It's weird.
Yeah. I think we can go. I'm with you.
It would be super surprising if Anthony Smith won.
Well, it would be like something very lucky, like that last win he had where he got the guillotine like handed to him by accident. Such bullshit. Remember that fight? I forgot who he was fighting. So let's add that. Let's see what we get here.
Oh, the odds on Fliff are a little sus.
They're always the worst. They're always so much worse, bro.
I know they don't like UFC. They don't
Minus
like losing
192,
the
but that's okay. Minus 192, because I think this is where we have to make a decision. I think Bryce Mitchell, even though he's a fucking weird dude, he thinks the world's flat and he goes on these rants. I don't know if you've ever listened to his.
He has camo shorts.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
weird,
cool.
bro. But his odds are terrible. But I mean, he should for sure win. But I think that the fight goes a distance too.
There's another one like that where the odds are terrible, but
Chase Hooper versus
Yeah.
my boy Clay.
yeah, Chase is gonna win that.
Yeah, so if you throw those two in there, I bet you can get that too.
You'd be mad.
this team?
You'd be mad cheering for
Yeah, that's why I'm keeping him off my core, because I can't cheer against my boy.
Yeah.
Why is this? They should make this layout is terrible.
The pictures are cool. That's about all they got going.
But the text is too small
Actually,
relative to
Reyes and Shavkat are minus 170 on Bovada, so it's not that much worse. What was Fliff? 193?
yeah.
I guess it
Wait,
is.
why is wow? Fliff removed Bryce Mitchell.
Really?
I'm like sitting here looking, he's gone.
Why?
The fight didn't get canceled, right? From weigh-in, did someone miss weight?
Let me look on here.
Is he on Bovada?
Oh, Max Griffin's fighting too. I forgot about him. I think he is gone. Oh no, there he is. Minus 950 on Bovada.
Yeah. So he's like minus 1,500. He was minus 1,500 on Fliff, or minus 1,200. So, but I liked him to go over 1.5 round or over 2.5 rounds. Because I think that match is just going to be a grappling match, and he's just going to get ground control, and there's going to be just a lot of grappling. Much better value to take the rounds there. But we can Ciro Gane, like, I'm pretty confident he wins, man. We talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
This, obviously this is a rematch. He's already beat him, Volkov. But the only thing is, like,
Volkov
another kind of
has been balling though, like you said.
Volkov looked good,
Yeah.
and it's a heavyweight fight, right? So it's another kind of rule I have, like women fights,
Mm-hmm.
main events, and heavyweights. Because heavyweight, like, all these fighters always have a punching chance in every weight class, pretty much, except like real, low weights. But heavyweight even more so, the most. It just takes
Yeah.
one lucky counter or something, and you're sleeping.
Right. Very true.
And the thing with Gane, he's gonna have to get close. He's gonna have to get up close to Volkov because I don't know. And he Volkov could catch him, but I just think Gane should win this. I mean, he looked like shit against John Jones, but that's John Jones, man. He's gonna
Exactly. He
I mean,
looked a little
hung-
shitty against Ngannou, but it's Ngannou, so there you go.
Yeah, I mean, he did look like shit at the end, but he hung with him, right?
He did, but he was hurt, and he somehow let Ngannou. That's how non-wrestling Gon is. He let Ngannou wrestle his ass down like it was nothing, over and over, and just laid on him.
Yep.
That was funny. Ngannou, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
You're not punching people and knocking them out. What's going on here?
So I think we take him out, bro, and just and swap and race.
I think so.
Fuck Anthony.
I think so.
Like, Anthony Smith is so washed, bro.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, if Reyes loses to Anthony Smith, he better retire right after.
I mean, I want to throw if Brian Battle is okay and he's just coming in heavier weight, I definitely think we can throw him in here, man.
I will let you do that because I don't really know Battle that well, but I always like Randy Brown too, so it's hard for me to.
Okay. Well, I don't want to ride with something. I'm gonna ride with something that you want to feel good about too, as well. So, we can keep him off of the main core play, but
Yep, Shove cut at 245. His odds must have dropped a lot lately, huh? He's at 400 on Bovada now. Oh, he's at 405. Yeah, you had 245. We missed it, huh? We should have bet that 3 days ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Everyone hates Gary. They all started betting against him.
Yeah, he is bunked, dude.
He's pretty good, but yeah, he should get busted.
No, he's good at like persuading the judges. I feel like he always wins by decision, and it's like bullshit decision, and he just runs away. He's really good at running away and avoiding contact.
Never heard such things. For a UFC fighter, he's good at running away.
Yeah, he is though. The dude always is avoiding.
Sounds like a loser to me.
He is, man. Okay. So let's Hey,
AOD's here. He said, "Damn, he's late." He said, "What do you think? Timberwolves are gonna win?" AOD, we're out.
Yeah,
We're off NBA,
for sure.
bro. Throw the Timberwolves money line in there. Get that 2 pick up.
Yeah, I think we could just use Reyes and Shabkov as like NBA pairs, or even if you have like NFL tackles or something like that as boosters. If you're not doing a single game NBA parlay.
Well, if you guys really think the Timberwolves are gonna, oh no, that's too close of a game. We don't want a minus 115. Oh, what we could do is Timberwolves like plus 12 or some shit.
Just take the Kings money line too, man.
Kings over Spurs
Kings
without
are
Wemby.
They're only minus 275 money line.
Yeah,
That's crazy. It should be like minus 400.
what I'm gonna do is,
I'm doing this.
yeah. There you go. And if the Kings somehow lose tonight, we just switch that up. But hopefully they don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully they don't. But yeah, then you get
Yeah,
those great odds.
I like that.
That should be our same game parlay Fliff for the day, even though it's not same game. But that's the idea. Those look good. Even if you have other books, though, you're gonna get better odds. But still, that's why I want to do. To be real with you, I think since we have the advantage on Fliff is they let you do those Kings plus 10 type of thing, and I know you like seeing that plus 107, but me personally, just utilizing Fliffs, what they do give you, you can almost make that Kings one like an automatic. If they do that for us, do they give us that or no?
Yeah,
4.5 only.
4.5.
Yeah, I guess.
So they just gotta lose. If they lose, it's okay if they lose. They just can't lose more than 4.
Yeah.
5.
I'd rather have 10, but I see this game is not one of those type of games. But you could do the Timberwolves plus 10, unless you like the Kings better.
I can't say without knowing if Draymond and Wiggins are going to play.
Mm-hmm. That's very
Draymond
true.
and Wiggins are out. They should for sure win.
Well, how are the Spurs going to win?
No way, bro.
Okay, fuck it then.
And,
Do the money line.
Here's the thing: the Spurs won the first two meetings. They're due. This is like they're absolutely due for an L here.
Well, if you do it on a different book, Fliff gives you 107. Bovada's giving me 122. So.
I don't know if you watched that game last night. I watched it because obviously I was sweating all our main parlays in that game, but the Spurs looked awful without Wemby out there. And now you take out Wemby and Vassell. Yeah. The Bulls, bro. The Bulls dominated them. It was a blowout pretty much the whole game. If the Kings don't beat them without Wemby and Vassell, like, they should call it a season. Pack it in, get ready for next season, and trade Sabonis to us right away. Rick Smits Jr.
I think I'm in with that one, man. Kings, Reyes, Rachmanov, plus 122. Rachmanov.
Oh, yeah. Or if you do, yeah, it's like, is it worth doing the Kings plus 4.5 and gives them -1?
Probably not in this game, unless you. I mean, whatever, personal preference, I guess.
I mean, I guess the last game the Spurs did win by 2, but wasn't I mean, Wemby played in that game, right? Yeah, Wemby had a triple double, 34 points, and the Spurs still barely won.
They were in sack though.
14 rebounds, 11 assists, 34 points. Vassell had 21 points off the bench. Both Vassell and Wemby accounted for 55.
I forgot Vassell's out too.
Yeah, they accounted for almost half the points of the Spurs, and now they're out.
Big Ren's here. What's up, bro? Big Two's here.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
Throw that UNLV with the points? What?
Throw that UNLV with the points.
Are we talking college football or basketball?
I don't know.
Big Two, spreads. Oh, yeah, spreads have been spot on with the spreads lately. Let's see if we can keep the streak going. It's like 6 or 7 in a row. I like the T-Wolves to win or cover the spread if Draymond and Wiggins are out. And then, yeah. I would say...
You said yes,
the
college
Kings?
football.
What was it, the Kings? Okay. The Kings to money line or to cover the spread. And... Am I missing one? Oh, slightly. Don't really love it, but the Sixers. Plus 3.5. Minus 115. That's not bad value, man. I bet we can get even. We can alt that down. We can alt that to like plus 5.5. I bet it's still not even that bad. Minus 155. Plus 5 is 145. So they can lose, but they just not lose by more than 5. It's not a bad piece there. But yeah, I think the minus 115 but plus 3.5 is solid. I don't believe in the Magic, bro. And it's in Philly, and Paul George is back and rested. Should be good to go. UNLV with the points, college football. Okay, we'll throw that in there for you. Let me see. UNLV. Not no. To what? With the points. What is it? Was he saying for the UNLV to cover the spread?
Probably, yeah. Plus 4 or 5. No, not the money line, but the plus 4.5, I think. Is what he means. Yeah, with the points. Yep.
Why is it messing up like that?
It was so messed up yesterday. It was all loading slow, and I'm getting in my King's Ray as Rachmanov, however you say the V at the end name. I'm in.
Shavkov? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just call him Rock Eater. That's what he is.
Rock Eater number 7.
If you want a big parlay, take plus 610.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I'll finalize the UFC stuff more tonight after watching the weigh-in recaps, and because I want to do for just the UFC tomorrow. I want to do Reyes, Shavkov, and Battle as a 3-picker. Because that
I'm gonna put the 3-pick with the Kings without Battle for now in the Discord, and then we can switch it up and add another.
We can see that for tomorrow too, but. Hopefully the odds don't change too much. I mean, if anything, maybe the odds should get even better for Battle if people keep seeing the images and things like that and keep driving them down. So, did they remove Battle too?
I don't know.
They did. What the fuck? They removed Battle and they removed Bryce Mitchell. The market must have just been hammering Brown. Or the public. Okay, add that later. All right, guys, we good to go? I took the 2 fighters and the Kings plus 4.5 and minus 6.5. That was a play, right? And minus
2 fighters and Kings plus 4.5 and minus 6.5. What's the minus 6.5?
Oh, you're saying for the Kings to cover the spread? If you're gonna stack a parlay, I would just take the Kings money line. Instead of the, for them to cover the spread.
Yeah, I put that in the Discord, Cole. So
let me
you got plus 107 on yours.
I got what?
You got plus 107 on Fliff. Babata has plus 122. SK says Rui PR 17.5. He's going Rui.
Yeah, plus 107.
What do you think about Rui?
Right. Rui? Yeah, I mean, if LeBron's out, for sure.
There we go.
For sure. I would say Rui. But for me, D'Lo's RA would be like priority number 1. Based on the data I showed you with here, we can just look at it real quick and we'll call it a day.
Yeah, I'm stoked we got the Oubre under alt and we got the 3-pick with the UFC today because we don't love any same game parlay. So that's my favorite thing to do. Have those 2 for the day and I'm feeling good.
Look at yeah, for sure. Look at this is D'Lo's RA when LeBron's out.
Yeah.
He murders it every game.
Every time.
And Austin Reeves was in these games, so and now Austin Reeves is out too. Because Austin Reeves accounted for a lot of RA as well. I don't think they had a game where both of them. Yeah, there was not a game last year where both Reeves and LeBron were out. Look out for this, man. I mean, you could roll a dice right now and just take the 8.5. Shit, you can even take the 9.5 plus money and just hope LeBron sits. But if LeBron doesn't sit, then the dice will not roll your way. Yeah. I'm gonna look into that news more, and I'll post in Discord if I find anything. If you want to. If it's worth taking the risk,
right?
If it sounds like if LeBron's gonna play or not.
Yeah, and if anyone's watching and you're not in the Discord, come get in the Discord, man. We be winning every day. I say it funny like that because it's true.
Yeah, it's been a solid overall month. What's
every
going on,
day,
Flip, brother? Locking all this shit up. All UFC's locked. J. Cole it's not locked for you. Oh, okay. They brought back Battle, but they just have everyone locked. They just must be adjusting lines. They're probably just getting a lot more action now. It's getting closer to fights.
Yeah. J. Cole says, I still see Battle.
Yeah, he's back now for me too, but everything's locked.
Okay. All right, J. Cole, peace out. All right, Joshua, peace out. And all Joshes out there in this world. I am
All right,
another.
guys.
All right, let's get in the Discord, make some more money today, and let's go.
Let's go.